They say that the human race is doomed, that we have lost touch with our true nature, that the media has corrupted us, and that the planet has no future. I disagree. I believe that humanity is full of hope, and that our salvation lies within each one of us. My name is Brian Rose, and my job is to listen, the oldest method of learning known to man. Each week I seek out individuals that are changing the world, people who are living and thinking in a different way. Their stories will challenge your beliefs, make you question your choices, and perhaps inspire you to change. I never planned on doing any of this, but now I can't stop. Join me on this mission and make humanity something we can all be proud of. This is London Real. I am Brian Rose. My guest today is Jamie Abrams, recent graduate of the Business Accelerator. Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us about you. Where are you from? What do you do?
Okay, so I'm originally from the US, but I've lived over here in the UK for the better part of 13 years. I'm a yoga teacher, and I do embodied badassery. I teach people how to be badass through their bodies.
Tell us more about that.
Well, basically, my belief is that our bodies hold a deeper wisdom than any of our philosophies, and they have a story to tell us. And if we listen to that story, we can then take some really concrete action. So I use the form of yoga, and through exploring these forms, how we are on our yoga mat is how we are in almost every other area of our life. So if we take these forms and we explore how we are on the yoga mat, so we have like a yes form, a no form, a fuck you warrior. I mean, we've got some really great forms that we use. And then we take this, we see how we are and the deviations in our body. You know, it's either a weak yes, a strong yes, and that's usually how you are, either in your work, with your children, with your partners. And so we embody ourselves, and by fully embodying ourselves, we can then make choices that are more holistic and integrated for who we are. And I deeply feel if we are embodied and we know how we are, because embodiment simply is how we are, we're not going to hurt other people. Because if we are really truly in ourselves, we're not going to be hurting other people.
That's powerful stuff, Jamie.
Embodied badassery, what can I say?
Yeah, okay, you got me hooked. Tell me about what was going on in your life to make you think about doing this Business Accelerator.
Okay, so I hadn't long been out of relationship with the father of my children, and for the first time as an adult, I was kind of really having to live on my own and also support two children. And fortunately, I have a really beautiful relationship with my ex, and he was on the Life Accelerator, and literally I had gone to him and said, I need to do something with my business. I need to figure out a way to make my yoga work for me and make it so it's sustainable so I can pay my bills, etc. But I need a business coach. I need accountability. And he's like, actually, I'm just finishing this course called the Life Accelerator, and they have a business version of it. I'll send you a link. And so that night, I opened the link and I signed up. That's it. I didn't know you. I didn't know London Real. I'd never heard of any of it. I just signed up.
That's crazy. And you knew that you wanted to take your business forward, but you didn't know the tools to do it.
I didn't even know how, because I'm not just a yoga teacher. I have a lot of other things about me, about my lifestyle and how I live, that people are always asking me that they're drawn to me for. And I didn't really know how can I give value? Like, how do I put this all together in some sort of package to give? And so that's kind of what the Business Accelerator has done, and that's how Embodied Badassery came about, because it's like an umbrella for all these different facets of myself that I can then share. It's not just yoga, it's more than yoga.
Much more. All right, I want to get more into your IP because this is fascinating stuff.
Okay.
Talk to me about the first 2 weeks in the course. You get dropped in, you don't know much about me or London Real or any of this stuff. And all of a sudden, I'm asking you to do a lot of things.
Okay.
Upload videos and...
Fine, it was all fine. I had zero resistance when it came to the technology, when it came to filming myself. I was absolutely like, yeah, this is, if I really want to make something of myself and I really want to get my message out there, I have to hustle. I just literally followed the process without questioning it. It was like, this is what you're asking me to do. This is what I'm gonna do. And I didn't ever look forward either. I didn't question the process. I didn't think, well, what's gonna be happening next? I just thought, okay, this is what I'm doing now, so this is what I'm gonna do. And I didn't have time to also dilly-dally. I mean, I've got 2 kids. Like, I don't have time to like be worrying about the other stuff. So to be honest, that's not where my resistance came. Not with the actual course itself. That's not where I had it.
Okay, where did you have it?
I would have to say the most resistance is that I had was with my family life and my dynamics. And you know, I have 2 kids, and one in particular presents a lot more challenges for me. And so it was finding a way of taking extreme ownership for my part in this challenging relationship, but also because you can't change someone else, you know, you can only change yourself. And so for me, my challenge was, how can I temper myself? How can I deal with myself so that way I'm not creating all of these responses? So that's where almost all of my resistance came. And I think, was it week 6 when we did our webinars and my router packed up? That was to do with actually my son, like, packing the router up. So yeah, that's where most of my resistance came, was personal, not actually the course.
Okay, but you found ways around that.
Yeah, I mean, come on, I was on the gold team. We won gold every week. Of course I did.
Stop bragging. It's horrible. All right, talk to me about this community of people. Like,
yes.
You never met them before. They're all in
No.
different countries around the world.
Yes.
You're getting to see a bunch of them here.
Yes.
What's it like interacting with these people every week, and you're on these teams and competing?
They're my family. They have become my family. We're all extensions of each other. And the amazing thing about this course is that, you know, there were 160 odd people on it, and almost every single person on this course is doing something for the betterment of humanity. Every single person. They want to help people, they want to connect people, and I am lucky enough to be in a team, in a group of people who are just wanting to help you and grow your business. It's amazing. I love it. I love it.
And talk to me about, you know, your brand, your IP, your thinking. I mean,
Yes.
how did it evolve over that course of 6 or 7 weeks? Did you get clear on something, or do you have more of an idea where it wants to go?
Well, like I said, I have all these different facets, and it's not just yoga. I'm not just yoga. So for me, it was like, how do I pull this together? And the area of yoga that I really love and I'm really passionate about is the embodied side of it, because it's like a deep body psychology. And I think it gets your yoga off the mat. There's no point in hurrying and rushing and going to a yoga class. You go, you zen out, you numb out for the 60 or 75 minutes that you go for, and then you leave and you live exactly the same way. What's the fucking point of that, right? So I wanted to really work with the embodied side of stuff. But then, like I said, there's all the other parts of me that also make me a badass and make me cool. So I wanted to pull it together. And so it took some brainstorming. I was just writing, and of course I was, you know, asking everybody in my circle, like, what am I good at? What, you know, who am I? How can I help you? And, you know, luckily everything that came back to me was, yeah, you're a yoga teacher and this is what you need to be doing. So it just sort of evolved, and yeah, I don't know.
Sounds like it totally evolved. I'm in. I want to buy your course. Talk to me about this resistance in week 6, week 7.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get on a live video call, and you have to sell your low-cost product.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I ate it for lunch, you know, like, I loved it. I just literally, I went through all of my Facebook contacts, send. I think I probably got blocked a few times. I went through my WhatsApp. I had a blog 10 years ago. I sent it to my mail. I sent it to everybody. And it was amazing, because on my first webinar, I think I had around 70 people, and they were from all over the world. I was like, I am loved. Like, they came because they loved me, you know, and I had a lot of strangers as well as people that I knew. But it was unreal. It was unreal, but I did make the rookie mistake of not pressing record.
Okay.
But I recorded my second webinar, which was fine.
Okay.
But
and you had a good experience, and you sold, and you were happy.
Yeah, it was amazing. And you know, my first sales actually came from my first yoga students from 20 years ago. From 20 years ago, I was just like, that I can still have something to offer them nearly 20 years later was, it just warms my heart.
That's a big endorsement of that you're on the right path.
Yeah.
That's what it is. When someone actually spends money with you, it really means you're on to something.
Yeah.
It's super empowering in that way.
Yeah.
You fought resistance, though, because your router was sabotaged or it broke.
Yeah.
Either way. But like a lot of people would have used that excuse to quit. Like, what did you do?
For me, it was just kind of like I knew there was going to be a way. Like, I have neighbors, so I just kind of sent them a text. And I'm new, like, they don't even know me. They didn't even know what I did until I was trying to hustle them and get them to buy my MVP. But I just sent them a message and say, hey, you know, my router is broken, and I have a live webinar from, you know, it's going to be massive. Can I hitchhike some of your internet? And they're like, yeah, sure, here's the password. So for me, there's not resistance. You just do something. You pull up your big girl pants and you get on with it.
What do the next 12 months look like on your business? What are you going to do?
Well, I want to develop my Prime. I don't have a Prime yet. So I want to do, you know, maybe a coaching kind of Prime, but I also want to do maybe a retreat Prime. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to build my audience. I want to find my 1,000 true fans. I want to keep putting content out and just see how it evolves, and also get feedback from the people that I'm now giving my program to. You know, like what do they actually need? Is this what my people want? You know, and I'm hoping, I'm manifesting, not hoping, because hope is BS. I am manifesting that I get a nice holiday in the sun as well. So.
At the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Well, I'll be talking more about that tonight in the masterclass about prime offerings.
Yeah.
Tell me about Jamie. Like, if we went out on the street now and bumped into the Jamie that didn't take this course, how is she different than you?
Well, I think she probably would still be feeling a little bit lost. Like, you know, what am I going to do? How am I going to make money? Because I live in a small place, and selling your time by the hour doesn't work. That is not going to pay my rent. That's not going to feed my children. So I probably would have been pretty stressed and still feeling like, how can I make money? How can I make money? And in that survival mode. And I feel like I've finally shifted out of survival mode. I have all the tools to make my embodied business work. So now I just have to keep putting the work in.
I'm super excited. Like, you know, I kind of want to see where this is going to go next. So,
you
know, you've got all of your teammates here. In the next 12 months, we're really pushing forward. Really looking to see how this resonates with a lot of people. It already is, right?
Yeah, most of my teammates bought my MVP because, I mean, how can you not want to be a, you know, badass person, right? And my MVP is a lot of fun, and it's all about fierce freedom and using your body in that way. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You're the perfect example of what we do on this course, because it's all about literally taking your energy and like getting it out there. And again, as I say on the course over and over again, people want more of you. That's what they want. I want more of Jamie. And so can we get more of her? And so that's what this course allows you to do, is to really scale up that, get that message out. Those 1,000 true fans are going to come in. And I mean, you know, people in here are probably going to want to sign up to your course.
I hope so.
I
hope so.
Yeah, to say the very least. Last question is to someone who's watching this right now but isn't sure if they could join the course or not. They're just not sure. If they're on the edge, they don't know if this is the right thing for them. Like, what would you say?
I've been selling this course to so many people because I know so many people who have that IP, that intellectual property, and I just think you've got so much to offer and so much to share. And something that's really stuck with me is, you know, your current reality is someone else's desired reality. And that keeps coming back to me. So it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. You know, you don't even need to think about it. You just do it. And I kind of live my life a little bit like that. I don't think so much, and I just do.
Right. And
which works for you because I'm here.
Yeah, true. And for people that don't understand that concept, explain what you mean by that desired reality. your current reality is someone's desired reality. I wish I was as confident with you as you. I wish I was an embodied badass. I wish I knew not only how to move my body, but also how to do a lot of these things. Explain how, for someone else, that's their desired reality, and then what you can do with it.
Well, because there's always somebody who's wanting your situation. I've got a classic example. So we had to do our 3-hour walk. And as I was doing that 3-hour walk, an hour into it, I got blisters. And I thought, okay, so I can either keep wearing these boots that are giving me blisters, or I can take it off and walk barefoot. So I took them off, I walked barefoot, and for the next 2 hours. And as I was walking, I saw this old woman approaching me, and I thought she was going to be like, about it. But she had a huge smile on her face, and she was just like, I wish I was doing what you were doing. And I was like, bam, right there. What I currently have is what she wished she had. That's as good of an example I can give you. Yeah.
So everyone thinks that maybe they're not a desirable place or have desirable IP, and yet there's tons of people out there that would love to know what you know.
Yeah, because in that moment I was walking barefoot, it's cold, it's wet, it's muddy. Who's gonna want that? But she wanted that.
Perfect example.
Yeah.
Jamie, huge honor having you on this course. Your energy is infectious, and so thank you for going all in.
Yeah.
And I'm really going to be watching you the next 12 months.
Great.
Because you have so much potential. We can feel your energy right now. So let's get this Prime offering sorted.
Yes.
Let's start it sooner than later.
Yes, I'm onto it. I'm onto it.
In the next 4 weeks, the first one should be sold. It's easily doable.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this because I was slow to do my own Prime offering, which is basically this course.
Yeah.
And I could have started this 2 years earlier. And it was just my own fear and hesitation that stopped me. So we'll be pushing you forward. I'm sure you'll be leading the charge in doing that. And welcome to the family.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of this experience and everything.
Thank you so much.
All right. London Real doesn't stop when the conversation ends. You see, that's when we get started. Because everything begins with a thought, and then comes the action. The London Real Academy is our global transformation platform. Here we bring together thousands of students from over 75 countries. Whether you want to build a profitable business from your passion, or learn to speak to inspire, or broadcast yourself with your very own podcast, or accelerate your life to become a high-performance person, we have the online accountability course and personal mentoring program that will make your dream a reality. Join us, and we'll take your life to the next level, together. Our next Accelerator course is starting soon.